Hi, I'm Naomi Seifter from Miami Life Center, and I'm here with a guest today who accomplished something amazing in her practice today, and I wanted to interview her so that you can hear a little bit about her experience. At the end of the Ashtanga Yoga Primary Series, a lot of people hit a very difficult part of their practice, which is the sequence of back bending. After you complete all of the seated postures and all the standing postures and all the Surya Namaskar, you finally come to back bending, and you do 3 Urdhva Dhanurasanas, so you're coming from the floor into a full wheel position, and then eventually the goal is to come up to standing and then drop back 3 times so that you land in Urdhva Dhanurasana and then come back up. So this can be a place of a tremendous struggle for many, many, many people, and Rachel today had the amazing accomplishment of dropping back on her own and coming up to standing. So I'm going to have her tell you a little bit about her experience.
Hi. So I'm from Buffalo, New York, and the studio that I work with there is East Meets West. So I owe a lot of my accomplishments to the teachers that I have worked with there. And I've been practicing this is my 5th year now, and I've been working on drop backs maybe for a year. So I think that the experience is different for everyone, certainly, but for me, it's taken me a full year to understand and wrap my head around it. And if you go to Mysore, India, and you work with Sharat Joyce, one of his famous lines is "Don't fear." And what I've found is a lot of what we get caught up with when we're doing drop backs is fear. It's very scary. It's scary for lots of different reasons. And if you read books, also, people have, ideas that there's a lot to back bending and there's a lot to drop backs beyond the physical. So you've got to be able to wrap your head around it. And from what I have learned from my teachers in Buffalo and from the teachers that I've worked with over the past 2 weeks here is that it's both structural, having a teacher be able to explain to you what it is you need to do step by step to get yourself from standing to the floor safely. And it's also, in your physical practice, you need to have that opening, and then you just need to not be afraid to do it. So for me, the way that it worked was I could get myself to a half back, and once I was there, I was supporting myself with my hands, and no matter what, I felt like I was just crashing down, and it wasn't, and then standing back up wasn't accessible. And then, working with teachers who were very strong that could drop me back and give me that assist so that I could feel what that felt like, and also teachers who were giving me different verbal cues, telling me, different things that I needed to do that they could see that I couldn't see. And then eventually it just became more and more possible, and then I just did it. And once I did it, it was just like, this whole time I was so caught up in the idea of it. So, if you are, an advanced student and you're working on this, my advice to you is to not fear, try and let go of the fear, be safe about it, work with a teacher, have that teacher work with you, certainly, but a lot of it is fear. So
yes.
It's very exciting. I think I need to do it maybe 20 times more to actually believe that I've been able to accomplish it. But in the words of Sharat Joyce, don't fear.
Perfect. And I think the thing is, one of the things Rachel and I were talking a little bit about is when you hit a place like this in your practice, it's really a catalyst for change. It's really a catalyst for something greater and something bigger. The fact that she was willing to let go of the fear that she's been holding on to for over a year working on this posture means that there's going to be a whole world of opportunities and things beyond that, right? Whether she approaches second series back bends and starts to feel that and starts to learn that it's okay to access her upper spine, or if you even take that off of the mat and realize if you're stuck in a place mentally and you can't see anything beyond the wall, once you break through that wall, all of a sudden everything feels different. The world is kind of open to you, and you have all sorts of new realizations and experiences ahead. So thank you so much for sharing, and we'll see you soon.